Live from the Grenadian capital, this is the GBN Television News. GBN covering you from the Grenadine Island chain to Brooklyn, New York, via the World Wide Web on www.gbn.gd. The news headlines comes to you compliments Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
This is Network News for Tuesday, June 9, 2026. In the headlines, Archbishop Malzer to step in as interim leader of the Catholic Church in Grenada as Bishop Harvey's tenure ends. Caribbean leaders push for action and innovative financing to tackle soaring energy costs. Restoring Vision Grenada to distribute free eyeglasses in St. David. World Milk Day brings fun and nutrition lessons to Grenadian students. Also in the news, regionally, Trinidad and Tobago's defense minister says the Caribbean is not only facing a firearms problem, but also a crisis. Internationally, Donald Trump warns Israel may stand alone against Iran. Plus, in the sports news, SGU crowned champions of intersector cricket, while Grenada's top student athletes fight for WISG sports.
The first segment of the news comes to you compliments Soft Weave Bathroom Tissue.
Have you heard about the new Soft Weave bathroom tissue with total hygiene? As hygiene and safety have taken center stage, our bathroom tissue is now manufactured with 3 different technologies to offer the best protection for you and your family. UVC light technology for a safe and effective disinfection process, eliminating 99.9% of microorganisms. Also, production at high temperatures, killing all types of germs and bacteria. And it's pH controlled with delicate fibers to prevent irritation for even sensitive skin. Soft Weave Total Hygiene Bathroom Tissue, available in supermarkets and shops island-wide. Visit Soft Weave Caribbean Facebook or Instagram pages for more information.
Good evening, I'm Kenroy Baptiste. Thanks for joining us. Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey is marking his final days as head of the Catholic Church in Grenada, following official word from the Vatican that his resignation has been accepted by Pope Leo XIV. Reporter Deidre Seeley tells us more.
It's the end of an era for the Roman Catholic community in Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique. After nearly a decade of service, Bishop Clyde Martin Harvey will soon depart the Diocese of St. George's in Grenada. The announcement came early Tuesday morning as the diocese confirmed that Pope Leo XIV has formally accepted Bishop Harvey's resignation, effective today, June 9, 2026. Bishop Harvey first offered his resignation in November 2023, in accordance with canon law. At the time, Pope Francis had asked him to remain in office until January 31st, 2026. With the papal succession in May 2025, Pope Leo XIV has now accepted the resignation. The diocese also announced that Archbishop Gabriel Malzer of Castries St. Lucia has been appointed apostolic administrator and will lead the diocese until a new bishop is named. Archbishop Malzer will be at the Marian Shrine, Battle Hill, for the monthly devotion on Sunday, June 14th. In an exclusive interview with GBN in February, Bishop Harvey spoke about his pending departure.
I feel grateful, even as I was watching the video, grateful to God, grateful to Grenada, grateful to some specific people in Grenada, grateful to my past, that there are people who have shaped my life, beginning with my family. The church's role is evolving. So to that extent, I can say it has evolved somewhat. However, we face some real challenges. The first challenge is Grenada claims to be a Christian country. and I make no apologies for saying it, I don't believe that Grenada is a Christian country as yet.
During that interview at Norton's Hall, Bishop Harvey said his role has been about doing the will of the Lord rather than seeking approval or perfection.
That I'm not a man looking for legacies, right? I leave that for God and Grenada to judge. One day, who knows? That's what last year's Jubilee was about. We never lose hope. And one of the things that I can say I demit office with is I have tremendous hope for the church in Grenada.
Bishop Harvey, originally from Trinidad and Tobago and appointed in 2017, is expected to leave the diocese next week, closing a significant chapter in the church's history in Grenada.
All right, reporter Deidre Seeley with that story. Now, at the Caribbean Development Bank's annual meeting in Nassau, regional leaders and finance experts called for an immediate shift from talks to action on the region's energy crisis. With electricity prices among the highest in the world, officials say bold collaboration and new financing models are urgently needed to deliver affordable, sustainable power across the Caribbean. Tony Julian has more.
The Caribbean is feeling the squeeze of some of the highest electricity rates on the planet, costs that are threatening businesses, families, and the region's competitiveness. This had the Caribbean Development Bank, CDB, bringing together government officials, utility leaders, and financial experts in Nassau, Bahamas last week to demand urgent solutions. CDB's acting coordinator for sustainable energy, Charmaine Gill Evans, says the time for talk is over and the era of implementation begins here.
Energy is not an abstract policy issue for the Caribbean. It is the cost that a small business owner cannot absorb. It is a hospital generator that cannot fail. It is the fiscal pressure that squeezes a government's room to invest in its people. And it is the climate vulnerability that reminds us perennially, season after season, that the stakes of inaction are existential.
Jill Evans underscored just how high the stakes are.
We remain amongst the most dependent on imported fossil fuels of any region in the world, paying some of the highest electricity prices on the planet. That paradox is not just economic inefficiency, it's a development emergency. And we do know what is needed.
Experts say outdated infrastructure, regulatory hurdles, and a lack of financing are all keeping alternative energy solutions out of reach for many. But according to Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, or ECCB's Governor Timothy Antoine, the region's biggest challenge is not really a lack of money, but rather a shortage of large investment-ready projects.
With our Caribbean energy transition is not a shortage of capital. It is a shortage of investment-ready platforms to convert available capital to bankable projects at scale.
Antoine is calling for countries to pool smaller projects into larger regional portfolios, thereby making them more attractive to private investors and unlocking much-needed economies of scale. He highlighted the new Regional Renewable Energy Infrastructure Investment Facility as a model for success, aggregating projects and using blended finance and guarantees to reduce risk and lower costs.
We have to bring private capital to the table. And in a region where we have abundance of all these renewables, excess liquidity in the financial system, for God's sake, we have now to design an investment architecture that allows us to leverage not just the MDBs like CDB and World Bank and GCF and others, but also our commercial banks.
The call for urgent collaborative action was echoed by other panelists, including Bahamas Power and Light CEO Tony Pratt, who stressed the need for policy reform and public-private partnerships, while Kristen Lang of the Green Climate Fund urged multilateral banks to act together as system integrators, supporting Caribbean countries to build large-scale bankable clean energy projects. Tony Julian, GBN News.
Well, solution-focused initiatives are paramount to the survival of Grenadians and other Caribbean countries as global economic shocks continue to impact incomes and livelihoods. One of these solutions is coming from the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, which is led by Grenadian Timothy Entwine as its governor. The call is for Grenada and other governments in the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, ECCU, to ensure its citizens benefit amid the rising cost of living. The rest of the details of this Gerard Joseph report.
Inflation is seemingly spiraling out of control, at least in the minds of many Grenadians who continue to feel the crunch in their pockets, wallets and purses. As Grenada and the rest of the country currently grapple with the effects of the ongoing situation in the global economy, solutions are being sought to reduce the grim outlook for citizens. While citizens have taken to social media and other forums to call for salary increases to meet the inflationary demands, the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank, ECCB, recently launched the Big Push. Wealth creation, human capital development, food and nutrition security, energy security, digital transformation and logistics or shipping are the pillars of the Big Push, and Governor Timothy Entwine noted that this stemmed from multiple rounds of country outreach missions. Governor Entwine explained that having listened to the people, analyzed the data, and leveraged the shared experience of the pandemic, the Big Push was realized.
Those numbers tell a story. They tell a story of our vulnerability, which we cannot ignore, but they also tell a story of opportunity, which we must seize.
Gas and diesel have been capped at $17 at the pumps in Grenada. However, food prices as well as other goods and services continue to rise. The ECCB governor noted that the Big Push is about wealth distribution to ensure that growth is not only measured but felt by the people of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union.
So it is not just about doubling for doubling's sake. That's a number. What is your experience? What is your lived reality? How has your life changed for the better? That's the question we really need to answer. And I think for anybody coming to the Big Push, they must be motivated to want to be involved. And we must answer the question, what is in it for me?
He said the notion of doubling wealth should challenge people to reflect on their situation and question what is necessary for change.
I think for us, having this focus on people and individual net worth, or wealth, is a way of drawing them in to look at their own selves, not just countries or region now, and see what is in the Big Push for me.
The Big Push involves a strategic plan for 2026 to 2031. I am Gerard Joseph reporting.
Other news reports that Grenada may soon allow visa-free entry to Nigerian passport holders have sparked public debate and uncertainty, with citizens expressing mixed views and questions arising over whether the policy has received official government approval. Shania McIntosh has this report.
Following recent reports that Grenada has granted visa-free entry to Nigerian passport holders and plans to establish a direct air link between the two countries within the next 6 months, the Grenada Broadcasting Network took to the streets to gather public reaction on the development. The visa-free entry and direct air service are part of efforts to strengthen trade, tourism, and investment relations between Grenada and Nigeria. Residents expressed mixed views on the proposed arrangement, while some welcomed the move, noting that it could create new opportunities for economic growth, tourism, and business investment. Others voiced concerns about the potential impact on national security and immigration management. Several individuals emphasized the importance of implementing proper screening measures for visitors entering the country. They stated that comprehensive background checks and vetting procedures should be conducted to ensure the safety and security of Grenadians.
Knowing the reputation that Nigeria has, especially in regards to scamming and stuff like that, we need to be mindful of what we're opening our doors to and how we go forward from there. If it's a case where Grenadians can benefit as well in regards of reverse traveling and experience exposure, it could be a good idea, but I think the government needs to make sure that there's adequate information and background checks being made before we accept anyone. And
our culture, we have similar differences in our culture. We eat a similar food. Everything is similar, but yeah, I think it's okay to be open to it and see where it leads us.
We want to extend our borders, our territory, and they are very good people. A lot of Nigerian people in Grenada before. So I don't see anything wrong with them. I don't
leave them alone, left them alone. Because some of them, when they come to spend their money, they come to worship, they come to do good things for the country.
And we need people, especially if they could contribute to the national development. Whenever they come into free ride, I have a problem with that.
In an effort to obtain official clarification, GBN contacted the government's press secretary to determine whether the reports are accurate and whether the policy has been formally approved by the government of Grenada. However, up to news time, no response had been received. GBN will continue to monitor developments and provide updates as more information becomes available. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
This is Network News, live from the Grenadian capital, still to come from us. Restoring Vision Grenada to distribute free eyeglasses in St. David. And World Milk Day brings fun and nutrition lessons to Grenadian students. Back in a moment.
What if growing your savings came with more flexibility and more rewards? Introducing the Ariza Advantage account from Ariza Credit Union. Earn 3.5% interest per year with a minimum first deposit of just EC $10,000. Enjoy a 5-year fixed term, unlimited deposits, no monthly fees, and added loan security. Plus exclusive Advantage member privileges, priority services, special offers, and more. Get the Ariza Advantage. This is the Ariza Promise. Better value, better service, members first. Visit arizacu.com or call us today.
Hey, Lynn.
Hey, neighbor.
Here's the bill I asked you to pay for me.
How did you get your electricity bill to be so low?
For one, we size our transformers just for what we need. And we unplug transformers, chargers, and other devices when they're not in use. We also replaced our light bulbs with LEDs.
They burn less energy, right?
Much less. I even replaced the seal on my refrigerator door to keep the cold air in.
And Grenlec is always advising us not to open the fridge too often.
That's right. And my family washes and irons in bulk.
So while Grenada can't control fuel prices, I can conserve energy and save money.
Grenlec, energizing our Grenada.
We search for brilliance, looking far, asking wide, not realizing it's been right here all along. Makers, storytellers, dreamers shaping color, rhythm, and vision into something only Grenadians can create. But for too long, we've been working in the dark, hidden, overlooked, out of reach. Until
life isn't one size fits all. Take me, for example. I like my suits well fitted. Getting a loan should feel like buying a suit. That's why financing at Grenada Cooperative Bank Limited is made to fit everyone. Introducing the Made to Fit loan, financing tailored to your needs. Get 100% financing to buy or build your home, purchase land, or get that brand new car. Plus, get up to $50,000 unsecured. And to make sure your loan fits, Co-op Bank is trimming your loan fees by 50% and covering 30% of your legal fees.
Oh yeah, nice.
Don't adjust your life to fit a loan. Get a loan that fits your life. Visit us online or stop by any retail banking unit today. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome home.
So brothers and sisters, yellow! Grenada, the month of June will come alive. 4 years ago, we made a decision to move our nation forward. Now, we are stronger and more determined than ever before.
Unity is strength, and we getting stronger.
On Sunday, June 21st, the National Democratic Congress invites you to the biggest celebration of progress, hope, and the people-centered leadership at the Monrouge Plainfield for the NDC's 4th anniversary mega rally.
Yellow fever.
Under the powerful theme, 4 years stronger, you, me, us. Thousands will gather in one voice, one heart, and one vision for Grenada's future.
Let me give them yellow, 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 yellow. Yellow fever.
Come hear the leadership shaping tomorrow. The Most Honorable Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell, Honorable Andy Williams, the South Boss, Honorable Ron Redhair, Senator Claudette Joseph, Honorable Philip Telesford, and more. Experience live performances, electrifying energy, powerful messages of transformation, and the unstoppable spirit of the people of Grenada as we celebrate fathers across the nation and the world. Contact your constituency office for transportation. Bring your flags, bring your family, and most importantly, bring your yellow. Sunday, June 21st from 5 p.m. NDC Mega Rally 2026. 4 years stronger. You, me, us.
Things happening.
Attention, attention East Side and all St. Andrew crew.
All you ready? Because Sunday, June 14th from 5 p.m. Progress Park St. Andrew is going full bingo madness mood as Megaforce Promotions presents Cars and Cash Mega Bingo, the East Side edition. Here now, somebody leaving with not one but two Suzuki Ignis Sports. And that's not all.
Wait for it.
$50,000 in cold hard cash. Tickets are only $60 for one, or grab the discount of $100 for two. And yes, free buses will be provided island-wide. So call your crew, organize your posse, charge your phone, and come get ready to shout bingo! Inside the massive Cars and Cash Mega Bingo, Progress Park St. Andrew. Get ready!
Brought to you by Carib. It's the way we play.
Grenada, get ready for this one as Megaforce Promotions presents Slip and Slide, the concert. Saturday, 20th June, National Cricket Stadium. Gates open 6 p.m. Showtime 8 p.m. And what's so special? Holland, international dancehall superstar Masika. Money nothing to make me a provider. Buy your deal and buy the designer. Masika. I saw she slip, I saw she slide on. What a girl can ride on. Alongside Javinci. Also performing live from Grenada, Tarry Jr., Sakina and the Alpha One Band, Little Natty and Thunder, Buba 473, Sam Dan. Early bird tickets cost $100 until June 12th. It's $120 after, or you pay more at the door. Slip and Slide, the concert, Saturday 20th June. No one should miss. Masika. I saw she slip, I saw she slide on. Masika.
With just $5, catch your lucky break and double your money. With $25,000 scratchy for the same price. Win easy with money, and electric sevens. Check out these scratch games at authorized lottery agents across the Tri-Island. Over $1.5 million in total prizes. And as much as $25,000 can be won on just one ticket of each game. Play scratch today. Absolutely no draws and no waiting. Just chances at instant winnings. Scratch, win, easy. Must be 18 or older to play. NLA, making your dreams come true.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Thinking
Thinking about your new home? Think easy. Think a Republic Bank Home Easy Loan. Think affordable. Think convenience. Think Republic.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3. Republic makes home easy.
Wow, that was such a breeze.
Own your home with ease.
So whether laying that first brick or purchasing an existing home, we've got you covered. Republic Bank will get you those keys hassle-free in no time.
Home is easy as 1, 2, 3.
Apply for a Home Easy Loan today for a chance to win a cash prize. Getting your new home is easy with Republic Bank.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
Terms and conditions apply.
At 5 p.m. on August 5th, 1944, the schooner Island Queen sailed out of the St. George's Harbor. On board were some of Grenada's brightest and best sons and daughters. What happened afterwards remains a mystery.
Where Island Queen gone?
Heritage Theatre Company presents Lucy's Straw Hat, a full-length drama written and directed by Chris DeRiggs, a moving story about a family caught up in the drama of this great mystery. Meet Mammy Sylvie, a woman with a secret too heavy to keep but too painful to reveal.
I'm asking for forgiveness for not telling you the truth.
Pa John, the war veteran.
Sometimes I sit here feeling so helpless, so crushed.
Hyacinth, always ready to do mischief.
You don't see the woman Uncle Norris married. She face ugly enough to turn milk.
Lucy, beautiful and headstrong.
I had a dream, Mommy, but Hyacinth was there, holding my hand.
Lucy's Straw Hat at Grenada Trade Center on Saturday 13th and Sunday 14th June, and at the Luke Cinema on Saturday 20th and Sunday 21st June. All shows 7 p.m. Advance tickets $60, $75 at the door. Come join us.
Where Island Queen gone?
For Grenada to realize its true potential, we must all be a part of nation building. From every corner of the world, our sons and daughters carry the spirit of the Spice Isle in their hearts through culture, innovation, investment, and service. Now is the time to come home to your beautiful Tri-Island state, to reconnect with our roots, share our knowledge, to inspire our youth, and to help shape a stronger, more resilient economy for generations to come. We are all part of the collective journey to shape the future of our nation. Together, we are building a nation we are proud of, a nation defined by opportunity, unity, and purpose. Grenada is more than a place on the map. It is our heritage, our future, our home. We look forward to welcoming you.
GBN leads, the others follow. This segment is brought to you by Republic Bank.
Building or renovating your home or business? Why not use clean, renewable energy? Install solar panels to power your home and office and see your energy costs go down and your savings go up. Using renewable solar-powered energy protects our environment, reduces our carbon footprint, and slows the devastating impact of climate change. Republic Bank can help to finance construction and renovations that make use of renewable energy. Visit any Republic Bank branch and ask about renewable energy financing options today.
Republic Bank, we're the one for you.
The Ministry of Health says the Restoring Vision Grenada initiative is set to begin distribution of free eyeglasses in St. David. As all we know, the partnership between Grenada and the international non-profit organization Restoring Vision aims to provide glasses to 50,000 people in 12 months. Reporter Deidre Seeley has more details.
The Ministry of Health is preparing to roll out the Restoring Vision Grenada initiative, distributing free reading glasses to eligible Grenadians. The initiative is a partnership grounded in a memorandum of understanding signed in March between Minister for Health Philip Telesford and Chief Global Affairs Officer at Restoring Vision Keisha Maguire. Over 12 months, it aims to provide up to 50,000 Grenadians with near vision eyeglasses to help treat presbyopia, an age-related condition that affects the
eye's ability to focus on close objects. The rollout is set to begin in St. David, where residents aged 40 and older who require reading glasses are being encouraged to register at the Crowshoe, Penmutter, or Vincent's medical stations. Distribution of the glasses is currently scheduled for June 25th at the St. David Health Center. According to Minister for Health Philip Telesford, presbyopia affects as many as 6 in 10 adults over 40 in small island developing states. He said vision health often remains overlooked, with many people lacking access to simple reading glasses. As part of the rollout, the program leverages primary healthcare networks to incorporate vision screening and the distribution of near vision glasses in communities across the country. This aligns with the government's efforts to expand essential healthcare services, occurring against the backdrop of physical and service upgrades at several clinics and medical stations. With vision closely linked to productivity, independence, and quality of life, officials say the partnership marks a decisive step toward ensuring that Grenadians across the Tri-Island state can see more clearly and live with dignity. Deidre Seeley, GBN News.
Wonderful initiative. Students from pre-primary and primary schools across Grenada spent today at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium participating in activities designed to promote the benefits of milk and healthy nutrition. The event was held in observance of World Milk Day, which is celebrated annually. Shania McIntosh reports.
The Kirani James Athletic Stadium was transformed into a hub of learning, excitement, and physical activity as students from schools across Grenada gathered to celebrate World Milk Day 2026. The observance, organized by Dutch Lady Caribbean in collaboration with Jonas Brown and Herbert's Grenada Limited, aimed to educate children about the importance of milk as part of a healthy and balanced diet. World Milk Day was established by the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations and has been observed annually since 2001. Today highlights the nutritional value of milk, its accessibility and affordability, and the important role the dairy industry plays in feeding populations across the world. Throughout the day, students engaged in a variety of interactive and educational activities, including football, kite flying, and the opportunity to try milking a toy cow. The activities combined fun and learning, helping children better understand the role of nutrition in their daily lives. Marketing manager for Dutch Lady Caribbean, Francesca Sicoti, said the initiative focused on bringing nutrition education directly to students and helping them understand the benefits of incorporating milk into their diets.
So we believe that children are the future of the next generation, so it's very important to teach them about nutrition, and milk, especially Dutch Lady milk, is an important contributor to that nutrition. And this year specifically, since we have the World Cup, we have a combined activation where we do explanation on the nutrition, but also having activities around the World Cup, and we also have an in-store campaign that's coming with this.
Manager at Herbert's Agency Grenada, Delon Johnson, explained that the event was designed to share the goodness of milk and promote healthy eating habits among children. He emphasized the importance of a balanced diet and the need for children to start their day with a nutritious breakfast.
Of course, to share the goodness of milk and nutrition on a whole. At the end of the event, we want them to leave here understanding it's okay to have fun, it's okay to have a balanced breakfast. As you can see, today we distributed 1,000 packages with containing milk, cereal, banana to the kids, so they themselves can take this back home, understanding it's important to have a balanced diet as they grow. And
teachers in attendance also praised the initiative, noting that the combination of educational content and engaging activities made the experience both enjoyable and memorable for students.
This event was a wonderful opportunity to teach the children about the importance of milk, so that they know that, okay, they're drinking it, but there's also good benefits from milk. So I thought today's activity was a very good activity.
In terms of today, with the milk, most times children tend to go after the juice, the carbonated drink, but milk is very healthy for them. I think that was a good gesture, having the Dutch Lady there to promote milk and so that the children could consume more. And I also like the idea that they did a little kite promotion and the children get a little, breakfast bag with a little banana and the cereal.
As World Milk Day continues to raise awareness globally, organizers hope the lesson learned through events such as these will encourage children to make healthier nutritional choices for years to come. Reporting for GBN News, Shania McIntosh.
Brownies and Girl Guides recently participated in a hands-on environmental activity at a river in St. David aimed at increasing awareness of Grenada's freshwater ecosystems and the importance of protecting the environment. The initiative, organized by the Global Water Partnership Caribbean in collaboration with the Girl Guides Association of Grenada and St. George's University, formed part of activities in observance of World Environment Day. Participants learned about river health by collecting and observing aquatic organisms from the river using specialized equipment. Among the species found were fish, crayfish, and freshwater snails, indicators of a healthy aquatic environment. Organizers said the activity not only helped participants understand the importance of protecting rivers and watersheds, but also sparked excitement and curiosity as they explored nature firsthand. We can tell you too, the experience provided a valuable opportunity for the young participants to learn about environmental stewardship while gaining a greater appreciation for Grenada's freshwater resources. GBN I Saw is next.
A good eye catches all. GBN I Saw is brought to you by Clear Vision.
I got my glasses from Clear Vision Eye Center.
I got my glasses at Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
Clear Vision Eye Center.
From the farms to the tables of the Top Hill Senior Citizens Home and at the Dover Government School on the sister island of Carriacou, the Rastafari Organization for Centralization is sharing their bountiful harvest with others. As part of Black History Month, the Rastafari Organization for Centralization traveled to the sister isle Carriacou to make presentations to two institutions on the island. The Ministry of Carriacou and PT Martinique Affairs and Local Government was instrumental in providing transportation to aid the delivery of a variety of ground provisions and fruits. The Rastafari Organization expressed their gratitude in this regard as they observe Black History Month. Share your photos and videos with us via WhatsApp at 405-3052 or on our other social media platforms.
After the break, Altitude Track Academy's rise, transform St. Andrew athletics and beyond. We'll talk about that.
Freedom is driven to pursue that passion that keeps you up at night and makes you smile in your sleep. Freedom is bold to embrace the possibilities that can open up your world and conquer new heights. Freedom is fabulous, with bits and pieces that enhance the quality of your life. Freedom is what you do with the flexibility to change path or direction when you need to. Freedom breeds ambition and purpose while having loads of fun along the way. But most of all, freedom is well-deserved for the road traveled and the journey still to come. Unleash your freedom with Nexa Credit Union. Call us on 440-1354 or visit our website to pre-apply. Apply now. Freedom awaits. Terms and conditions apply. Nexa Credit Union, with you wherever your road leads.
Country Cold, premier sponsor in collaboration with Power of Worship Radio 92.5 FM, present A Night of Worship. A Night of Worship with 7-time Grammy Award-winning Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Friday, June 12th at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. Gates open at 5 p.m. Worship starts at 6. Free admission. Experience powerful songs like Fill My Cup. Spirit Fall Down. And You Keep on Blessing Me. Your family. This is more than a concert. It's an encounter with God. Special thanks to our generous sponsors, Modern Photo Studio, Terry's Yacht Services, and Sammy's Ready Mix. A Night of Worship with Brooklyn Tabernacle Choir. Friday, June 12th. This event hosted by the Ministry of Mental Health, Wellness, and Religious Affairs.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level? At My5, we say let's go. My5 provides micro and small loans tailored for entrepreneurs just like you. Whether you need new equipment or extra stock, our terms are fast, easy, and built for your success. As a responsible lender, we will ensure that our services are affordable and at the same time promote growth and sustainability. Visit us at the corner of Halifax and Cross Streets or call 435-1122 or 435-1123 or 24. My5, empowering your business, enhancing your freedom.
In Grenada, sports aren't just a game, they're a way of life. They teach discipline, teamwork, and resilience. They inspire the next generation to push boundaries and chase excellence. That's why the Investment Migration Agency of Grenada is proud to support sports initiatives as part of our commitment to youth and national development. When we invest in sports programs, we invest in the future. We invest in the health and well-being of our youth, and we invest in broadening Grenada's reach, proudly connecting our athletes, our talent, and our nation to a global community. Together, we all go further. The Investment Migration Agency. Unlock the possibilities.
As we look ahead to 2026, we're committed to elevating Grenada's presence on the global stage. Our integrated tactical focus includes media relations, travel trade engagement, sales activation, and digital campaigns. These efforts are designed to ensure visibility and establish leadership in our niche pillar marketing. We invite you to join us on this journey by supporting our initiatives and sharing the beauty of our Tri-Island state with the world. Together, we can make 2026 a year of growth and success for our islands. Whether you're a local stakeholder, a travel enthusiast, or someone who simply loves Grenada, your involvement is crucial to our success. Thank you for your continued support. Let's make 2026 a year to remember.
For 40 years, Answer Coatings Grenada has been part of your story. More than paint, it's pride and care in every drop. As the proud manufacturers of Sissons and Berger paint, we've protected your homes and communities for generations. Answer Coatings Grenada Limited, 40 years strong, 40 years trusted. A legacy in every drop.
Level of convenience and comfort awaits you when you shop at Rise and Shine Supermarket and Hardware Supplies, Griffin Lane, Grenville. Convenient, because we are open Sunday to Sunday. We're even at your service on public holidays. Comfort, because we are easily accessible to the physically challenged. Free Wi-Fi is available while you shop, and bags come at no charge. Everyday low prices and excellent customer care. Adequate parking available. We supply everything you can possibly think of. Family and home supplies, fresh meat, vegetables, and personal care products. All brands of cooking gas at affordable prices. You can send in your order, have it pulled, or pick up express.
lots of reasons to own your future now. Lots of dreams and lots of plans. Lots of ways to own your land. With ACB by your side. Lots of ways to own with pride. Lots of chances to make it yours. Lots of ways to open doors. Lots of space to build much more. Lots of reasons to own your future now. There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
Start building your tomorrow today with a LOTS loan from ACB Grenada Bank.
There are lots of reasons to own your future now.
LOTS, land ownership, tomorrow secured.
Terms and conditions apply.
Life's about to pop. I wanna play with cash pop. Life's about to pop. Oh yeah, with cash pop. Pick your number 1 to 50. See your price right when you play. 5 draws a day, come win easy. Cash pops. One number, that's all you need. Win up to 2,500 indeed. Life's about to pop. I wanna play with cash pop.
Must be 18 or older to play. NLA supporting sports, culture, and nation building.
It's game on. And you may not be able to predict the scoreline or who will win each game. And you sure can't predict who will be the champion. But what is predictable is that Quartz has what you need to watch the games the way you want to every time. It's game on. Quartz, bringing value home.
This is GBN. We've got the means, the power, and the medium.
The fastest growing club in St. Andrew has been taking the country by storm over the last 3 years, with 2026 being a year of dominance at all levels. Producing athletes to compete at the highest caliber, Altitude Track Academy is also focused beyond track and field, as we hear in this exclusive with Jared Joseph.
The momentum being created by Altitude Track Academy is going beyond track and field, as the heart of the big parish beats with renewed vigor with the dawn of a new giant in St. Andrew. According to head coach Nigel Simon, Altitude Track Academy is more than just an athletic club, as it aims to groom student athletes who will grow to become pillars of the parish and the wider community. The academy was created in 2021, first recruiting from the primary schools in St. Andrew and now having over 60 members. Major accomplishments have been gold medals at the 2024, 2025 and 2026 Carifta Games from Christophe Callist, Christina Charles and Deshaun Smart. Coach Simon says the club is focused on building and nurturing young talents to elevate them to the next level.
It's a pivotal stage in an athlete's life, where at 7 to 10 you have the kids athletics, and then after that you have another stage, and then you have specialization.
He notes that their athletes are exposed to various events, team building exercises, with discipline remaining a major priority.
I would say we are young, but we, as our motto say, always striding towards the top. So we always trying to make it to the top. It doesn't matter if an athlete is not the most talented, but that person could be the best individual, the best person. So the club is not only about developing athletic skill, but the holistic development of an individual.
Speaking about life after sports, the head coach explains that athletes transitioning from secondary or tertiary education should be able to function and contribute to society.
Yeah, at our club we really encourages and foster student-athlete relationship, where an athlete is not only an athlete. So we're not only coaching horses, as one of my friends say, but we're trying to coach individuals that can be meaningful individuals towards society.
Coach Simon adds that the formation of Altitude Track Academy was made easy based on his passion for athletics and recognizing that student athletes were falling through the system, thus providing them with a second chance. I am Jared Joseph reporting.
All right, we wish them the very best, continued success. Tony Julian is next with the sports news. Stay with us.
What if you had a choice? A choice of joining a line or a choice of making your purchases online? What would you choose? While you ponder on that, the National Lotteries Authority has provided another purchasing option. All their games are now available online. Yes, Grenadians, from wherever you are, purchase your favorite daily and jackpot type games using any electronic device. Register on the NLA's website at www.nla.gd. Top up your account and enjoy online lottery gaming at your convenience. We're taking shopping comfort up, several notches. But the choice is yours. Join a line or buy online. NLA, make your dreams come true.
This Emancipation Weekend, Freedom Takes the Sea. The Media Workers Association of Grenada invites you aboard Unscripted, the Freedom Edition. Friday, July 31st. Step into an unforgettable night of music, vibes, culture, and connection aboard the ultimate summer cruise experience. Meet your favorite media personalities, party under the stars, and celebrate freedom the unscripted way aboard the Ecstasy. Boarding is at 7 p.m., sailing at 8 p.m. Dress code Freedom Chic, bold, stylish, unapologetically you. Tickets are limited and going fast. Get your tickets online at GoToFet and at recognized ticket outlets. Unscripted, the Freedom Edition, because the best stories are the ones you never planned.
The Grenville Cooperative Credit Union introduces its new digital platform, managing your finances at any time from anywhere.
As a part-time student, balancing work and studies can be a real challenge. But with GCCU's digital app, these worries are no more. My parents can now remotely transfer funds to my account and I can check my balance at any time, giving me the freedom to achieve my goals.
My days can be long and tedious. With this app, I can ensure my loan is paid on time, transfer funds to someone else's account, and check my balances. I don't have to rush to do business during my lunch hour or after work anymore.
With this app, I can request checks to pay my suppliers, letters for my business transactions. I don't have to leave my farm to go stand in line.
The Grenville Credit Union digital platform. It's convenient and secure banking right at your fingertips. Download the app today from the Play Store or App Store or call 442-8602, 459-4325 or 416-8467 for further information.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grand Anne, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
A wave of Iranian missiles fired towards Israel, testing an already fragile ceasefire. Tehran says the attacks are a direct response to Israel's ongoing military assault on Lebanon, a campaign it accuses the US of supporting.
Good evening, sporting fans. This time round, we begin with an 85-member pre-selected training squad. They've commenced intensive preparations as Grenada prepares to defend its Windward Island School Games title in St. Lucia. The Ministry of Sport has assembled this elite training pool of student athletes following standout performances in recent secondary school national tournaments, including the Intercol Championships. The large training roster allows coaches to thoroughly assess talent, foster squad chemistry, and build conditioning before finalizing the travel list. Unlike single sport tournaments, the Windward Island School Games require an exceptionally versatile delegation. The 85 pre-selected athletes are currently split across rigorous training camps covering 5 core disciplines: track and field, with athletes focusing on speed, endurance, and field mechanics at national training groups, and ball sports, with separate technical sessions underway for football and netball. For court sports, it's court tactics and set pieces being ironed out for both basketball and volleyball squads. The pre-selected squad will be reduced to 62 athletes and 10 officials, and that'll be in time for travel on the 24th of July. On to the St. George's University. They are the crown champions of the 2026 Grenada Chamber of Industry and Commerce Inter-Sector Windball Cricket Competition. This after defeating His Majesty's Prisons, or HMP, in the corporate final, which took place under the lights at the Montrouge playing field. The grand finale delivered an electric atmosphere as the two top sectors in corporate cricket clashed for ultimate bragging rights. Batting first, St. George's University posted 116 for 9 from their allotted 15 overs. In response, His Majesty's Prison put up a valiant chasing effort but struggled to break past a highly disciplined SGU bowling attack. The prison service squad was ultimately bowled out for 102. SGU emerged victorious, therefore, by 15 runs to officially hoist the 2026 Intersector Trophy. On now to the West Indies Academy, which mounted a resilient batting fight back on day 2 of the first 4-day clash against Sri Lanka emerging team. At stumps, the regional academy side reached 273 for 5 from 72 overs, successfully cutting Sri Lanka's first innings lead down to 83 runs. Earlier in the day, the Sri Lankan emerging team concluded their first innings at 356
6 all out in 90.2 overs from their overnight position of 302 for 8 wickets. Their total was largely anchored by a magnificent century from wicketkeeper batsman Anjala Bandara, who hammered an unbeaten 163 runs. West Indies Academy's initial pursuit faced stiff resistance from the local spinners. However, the innings was completely stabilized by a resilient middle order recovery. Shakir Paris dug deep for a gritty half-century, scoring 54 runs off 101 deliveries. Skipper Rivaldo Clark led from the front, anchoring the back end of the day to finish the unbeaten on 72 runs off 132 balls. Clark will resume day 3 alongside Amari Goodridge, who remains solid at the crease with 14 runs. Sri Lankan spinner Shakti Udara was the pick of the home team's bowling unit, consistently breaking crucial partnerships to finish day 2 with impressive figures of 3 for 85 from his 26 overs. With 5 wickets in hand and trailing by just 83 runs, the West Indies Academy enters day 3 in a balanced position to push for a first innings lead. And still with cricket, the West Indies women's cricket team is set to face reigning champions Australia in their final official warm-up fixture tomorrow, Wednesday, the 10th of June, putting the finishing touches on their preparations for the ICC Women's 2020 World Cup 2026. The crucial day-night encounter that takes place at the county ground in Derby, serving as the final dress rehearsal before the main event kicks off in England and Wales. The West Indies will look to bounce back and stabilize their match rhythm after falling to a 26-run defeat against India women in their opening warm-up match on Monday in Cardiff. Veteran spinner Afi Fletcher was the standout performer for the team, ripping through the Indian batting lineup with exceptional figures of 4 for 23. On the batting front, Deandra Doughton anchored the chase with a fighting 44 49, while Shemaine Campbell chipped in with a brisk 25. So the West Indies will travel to Southampton to lock horns with New Zealand women in their highly anticipated tournament opener on Saturday the 13th of June at the Hampshire Bowl. Facing New Zealand right out of the gate is a high-stakes challenge, making tomorrow's performance against Australia critical indeed for building a winning momentum. On the latest sporting highlights there for you, we're still ahead. Kenroy Baptiste coming back in with the latest regional and international news. Tony Julian here, wishing you a good night.
Speaking at a regional workshop on illegal gun trafficking hosted by CARICOM Impacts and the U.S. Department of State, Trinidad and Tobago's Defense Minister Wayne Sturge warned that illegal firearms are causing more gang violence and organized crime in the Caribbean. The workshop brought together security officials from across the region to talk about ways to stop illegal weapons. The defense minister also said that as criminals use more technology, the police and governments must work together and use better intelligence because criminals are adapting quickly.
The CARICOM Impact's firearm trafficking workshop saw representatives of various regional and national security bodies gather to discuss methods to address illegal weapons trafficking in the Caribbean. Noting that illegal firearms are driving gang violence and organized crime across the region, Defense Minister Wayne Sturge emphasized that the situation has grown from a law enforcement challenge to a regional crisis.
The Caribbean is not facing a firearms problem. It is facing a firearms crisis. And the distinction matters because problems can be managed incrementally, while crises demand a very different type and quality of response.
Highlighting the growing use of technology, Minister Sturge warned that intelligence-driven collaborative action must be taken as criminals are adapting faster than authorities.
They are coordinating better and exploiting every operational and intelligence gap available to them. Ghost guns, 3D printed guns, encrypted logistic networks. These are not scenarios from a theoretical security briefing paper. They are active, evolving, real threats which confront law enforcement agencies across the Caribbean basin.
He commended CARICOM Impacts for building a culture of collective security and thanked the United States for its continued support.
No single state, regardless of capacity, can address transnational firearms trafficking in isolation. The harmonization of investigative approaches, the strengthening of border security mechanisms, and the sustained development of regional operational capacity are not simply aspirations. They are now much needed requirements if we are to transition through what is a truly dark period.
Minister Sturge noted that the workshop has the potential to save lives across the region, describing it as a strategic investment. Gregory McBurney, TGT News.
Further afield, U.S. President Donald Trump has warned the Israeli Prime Minister that Israel could soon be fighting Iran on its own if the conflict continues. The warning comes after new fighting erupted in the region.
A wave of Iranian missiles fired towards Israel, testing an already fragile ceasefire. Tehran says the attacks are a direct response to Israel's ongoing military assault on Lebanon, a campaign it accuses the U.S. of supporting.
The U.S. is directly responsible. They are party to the ceasefire negotiations. Therefore, any event or any act in violation of the ceasefire, be it through the interception of vessels, the targeting of southern Lebanon by Israel, or any other event, will cause the United States to be directly responsible for the escalation in the region.
Israel launched a wave of retaliatory strikes. Initial attacks targeted areas including the capital Tehran, Tabriz and Esfahan. It also hit a petrochemical complex in Mashhad.
Yesterday, the Iranian terror regime violated the ceasefire after 2 months. It opened fire and launched toward Israel. We attacked the petrochemical complex in Mashhad in southwestern Iran. In this complex, materials and components essential to the regime's missile program were produced.
In response, Iran struck a petrochemical facility in Haifa. It's also targeted 2 Israeli air bases, but many of the interceptions were above the occupied West Bank, over Palestinian homes. The escalation is pulling in other regional actors.
The Yemeni armed forces affirm the following. First, we declare a complete and total ban on Israeli maritime navigation in the Red Sea, and we consider all enemy movements to be legitimate military targets for our armed forces from the moment that this statement is issued.
U.S. President Donald Trump told Israel and Iran to immediately stop attacking each other, insisting a diplomatic solution is still viable. Julie Dager, Al Jazeera.
Thank you so much. A reminder of the headlines in a moment. A reminder of the headlines: Archbishop Malzer to step in as interim leader of the Catholic Church in Grenada as Bishop Harvey's tenure ends. Caribbean leaders push for action and innovative financing to tackle soaring energy costs. Restoring Vision Grenada to distribute free eyeglasses in St. David. World Milk Day brings fun and nutrition lessons to Grenadian students. Also in the news, regionally, Trinidad and Tobago's defense minister says the Caribbean is not only facing a firearms problem, but also a crisis. Internationally, Donald Trump warns Israel may stand alone against Iran. Plus, in the sports news, St. George's University crowned champions of intersector cricket, while Grenada's top student athletes fight for WISG sports. I'm Kenroy, Baptiste. That's all from us in the newsroom for now. Good night.